And are any of the three harder? I mean, we would assume that opera is harder, but for you, with the instruments you have, is it just as difficult to sing jazz or just as easy to sing jazz?
It's easier to sing jazz because I sing it in a lower key.
Yeah.
And I still have to, everything has to be words, 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 and I'm telling a story. Whereas if you're still telling a story if you're singing opera or if you're singing a song.
If you're not telling a story, it's not coming out right.
It's not coming out right. So in other words, in order to sing opera, you have to give so much of yourself, inside your energy. And truthfully, I'm too old to get all that energy going these days.
But that's my point. That was what I was getting at. When you continue to record albums, and I've got the latest is here.
Right.
Why do you do that, and why don't you perform?
Well, for instance, when we do these
studio albums,
the studios, we do this. This is my third one with Robert
Right.
Farnon.
Right.
And we do those in London because that's where Robert is.
Right.
And I go over there. I have already picked out the songs I want to sing. And Lunas McGlowan, who is my accompanist, we worked for about 3 months before.
Right.
And then we make a tape and send it to Robert. And he makes the orchestrations. And then I go over there and I sing with the orchestra, only it goes into Robert's earphones so that he can find out what tempo I want and where I want a phrase, where I want to take a breath. And then I take that back here, the masters, I take back here, and I'm in a studio all by myself, and I've got the earphones on, and I can turn that music up, and I'm just singing up a storm, and I'm all by myself. To perform in front of an audience, it's a little bit much for me these days because you have to give so much of yourself to your audience. You really do. And let's face it, I don't have it to give.
You don't have it to give.
No.
You don't have the energy. You don't have the.
I just don't.
It's an interesting thing. Audiences love those performers who we believe are giving us everything.
Of course.
Regardless of who it is, whether
course.
it's Bruce Springsteen or you or a great jazz artist.
Right. Right.
Because we think somehow they have spent themselves for us.
Well, there's so much preparation before.
Yeah.
That when you get there, you've got to be darn good. You've got to know what you're doing.
Yeah. But you think it's all born with. Either you have talent, you're born with talent, and then the levels of those that make it to superstardom, for the lack of a better word, are simply those who took a high level of talent, and nourished it and made it and gave it its potential.
Well, I always say, if you have a little bit of talent, it helps. It's true, because talent isn't everything.
Yeah.
If you don't.
And what else is it?
Well, it's personality, it's perseverance, it's dedication.
Yeah.
It's a number of things that you put into it, and if you have that talent, okay, then you
Can you spot those that have beyond the talent all those other qualities early on?
Yes, you can tell them right off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They have the will to be.
Yes, and it's in them. All they have to do, they come into a room.
Yeah.
And you can see, wow, this person has really something.
On a personal note, how long has your husband been deceased?
My husband died in '68.
Yeah. He was a policeman?
A New York policeman.
Yeah.
That's right. We were married for 40 years.
Yeah. Did he like to sing? He sang in a police
That's
whatever,
right.
didn't he?
Police Glee Club. That's right. He was an Irish tenor.
And what was the secret of this great love affair?
Well, I don't know.
Because it was hard for you when he died, wasn't it?
Yes, very. He always said we spoiled a beautiful friendship and got married. I don't know. No, it was great. We went together for 3 years before we were married, so we really knew that this was it.
How long did it take you to sort of come to grips with his loss, his absences?
Oh, well, with the help of Lunas McGlowan and a couple of other people, they said, now you've got to sing. You have to sing. And I said, no, I don't have to sing. Right. And I said, yes, you do. So I started. And, of course, I love to sing sad songs. So every time my mother started to cry. Yeah. But
what would you change about the way your life has evolved?
Wouldn't change a thing.
Nothing.
Nothing. If I did dumb things, I'd still do the
dumb thing again and learn from it, huh?
Yeah.
Wouldn't anything you wanted badly you didn't get?
No. Not really. I was very fortunate. The Lord's been very good to
Did you
me.
have any fears
Fears?
when you were...
Snakes?
Oh, snakes. But you had no professional fears.
No.
You know.
No.
You have this remarkable sense of who you are and what you came here to do. Not here, but
Yeah, you know, I
to the
understand
stage.
what you're saying. Yes.
You know.
Yeah, well, that comes with time, you know.
You own the turf that you were on.
Oh, that's a nice thing to say.
But it was true, wasn't it?
I don't know.
When you felt, did you ever feel insecure about your performance?
No,
about your...
no, I didn't feel insecure, and I didn't feel that I was, you know, like after I'd sung, I'd say, oh boy, this was it, this was great. I never thought that way. I had a job to do, and I had something to sing, which I love to sing, so I sang my heart out.
Yeah.
And if it was good, fine and dandy, you know, but it never dawned on me that this was something special. And after I had finished singing, say singing an opera, after I left the stage, that was it. It was behind me. I had to look forward to the next thing I had to do.
Yeah. Anybody you wanted to sing with, you didn't get to sing with, that was alive at the time you were?
No, I was very fortunate. One of my big things was singing with Rosa Ponsell.
Really?
Well,
Why?
it wasn't. Oh, well, she was such a wonderful singer, and I adored her, and we got to know each other. But we didn't sing in public. But I did sing with Mabel Mercer.
And when was it?
When, let me see, it was about more than 10 years ago. It was the Cool Jazz Festival,
Right.
and we gave a joint recital at Alice Tully Hall.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I couldn't believe that I was singing.
And
with
if
this
you
woman.
had to go and look at all the things you do from the debut to all the great stage performances, that moment stands where? Singing with Mabel Mercer at Alice Tully Hall.
Way up at the top.
Because you loved her so much.
Yes.
Yeah. And how did she feel about you?
We loved each other. Absolutely.
This was a mutual admiration thing.
Oh yes, it was, because when I was first at CBS, she used to be at Tony's on 52nd Street, right off of 6th Avenue.
Right.
And 2 or 3 times a week, I would go there from CBS, which was on 52nd Street, and I would have my dinner there and listen to Mabel sing.
Yeah.
So I really studied her.
Yeah.
Very
Did you know
much.
Mr. Paley?
Oh, sure, of course. Yes.
Because CBS was so small then.
It was very
you know.
small.
You were over on Madison Avenue then? Or?
That's right, 485 Madison.
Yeah. And so it was a small place.
Yes,
and,
it was. Yeah.
Nothing, though, you wanted to do that you didn't get to do. I mean, you really have said, if I did jazz, and I did popular music, and I did concerts, and I did opera.
Television.
I did television.
I did a lot of recordings.
Yeah. What would you like the legacy to be?
Oh, my heavens.
No, tell me, though.
I don't know.
I mean, write the first line when somebody writes a biography of you, or I don't want to say an obituary, but you know.
Well, that's coming very soon.
I know. I was going to not say that.
Oh, dear me.
No, just write it. I mean, she loved. What would you say? What are you proudest of? What is it?
My family.
Are you really?
Yes. Yeah. I have a wonderful family. I have a son that's a lawyer, and I have a daughter that's a physician.
Oh my God, they all did
One
well,
keeps
didn't
me
they?
healthy, the
A
other
lawyer
keeps
and
me
a
out of
doctor
jail.
trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite opera?
I think probably, I have a couple of favorites. I like Medea.
Yeah.
I did that in San Francisco. I didn't do that here at the
A great
Met.
opera town.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. I made my debut in opera at San Francisco in Trovatore with U.C. Burling.
Right.
That was great.
And your best popular song, your favorite popular song?
Oh, don't ask me that. I don't know.
Eileen Farrell, here, arranged and conducted by Robert Farnham. I thank you for coming. Continued success to you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Louis Lapham is here.